Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my rail route tutorial series. For more information about me, including links to my Discord, head over to masterhellish.net. Now this video is part of a series, so you can find the link to the playlist in the video description. This time, we're going to be looking at dispatching. So everything around that, stations, signals, the trains, the switchings and the reversing's. One of the first things you'll want to do is to get a train to enter your network. Down here in the overview you can see we've got a commuter train. At 8 o'clock it wants to come into Riverdale, platform 2. It says here it's waiting to enter the station. It's 1 second past 8, so this train is ready to do it. This train is coming from our active contracts. You can see here there's a list of the ones we've currently got. If we click the station tile, it brings up information about that train that's waiting to enter the station. Its name, its route, and what platform we can accept it on. There's some options down here. We can currently have a quick look at its contract. And you can see that here, Riverdale, its first stop, is platform 2. We can accept it on platform 2 and it's flashing platform 2 to show us that that is the platform which that train prefers to be dispatched on. Now you could dispatch it to platform 3, but it won't be happy about that. Platforms 1 and 4 are not available because at Riverdale we haven't unlocked them. All we need to do is click that number 2 and the train will come onto platform 1. Platform 2. And here it comes, entering the game now. All trains enter via these entry points. You can see them on the edges of most of the stations at the edge of the map. Note that stations in the middle of the map don't have those entry points, and you have to use coachyards and things, but we'll get to that in a later tutorial. Now I've just paused the game. I've done this so that we can deal with what we need to do next. Now this train is sat currently at Riverdale, and if we click on it we get the information about that train. We can see how fast it's going and what it's currently doing. It's just stopping at Riverdale at this very moment. After Riverdale it will be there for 1 minute as it probably unloads and loads passengers, and then it will want to head on to Benning. Now Benning, it wants to go into platform 2, which is a good job because we've only got platform 2 available at Benning, and then it wants to go back to Riverdale. So we need to clear this train to go to Benning. To do that we need to just click the signal and off it will go. But before we do that we need to make sure that these switches are set correctly. I'll be calling them switches, but some people call them points or turnouts. Now you can see here there's a little grey section and a solid white section which denotes the route that it's currently set to. This one's not facing the right way and neither is this. Now I've switched both of them, we should be able to route this train to Benning. We can do that by clicking on the signal and the signal will grant the path all the way ahead of it. Let's unpause the game and actually set it to 5 times speed to watch this train depart Riverdale and head all the way over to Benning. And there we go, we have arrived. Now a couple of notes on these signals. If you accidentally clear a route to the wrong place, you can cancel that route by right clicking on the signal instead of left clicking. A left click will allow the route to go, right click will cancel it. Now if you click on a switch you can then change that route, and you can see now instead of going to platform 2 we're off to platform 3. This is the way that switching and these basic signals work. So our train's arrived at Benning, and we can see here by clicking on the train that the next place is Riverdale. He's going to need to turn around and go back again. We need to check the switches to make sure that they're facing the right way and approve the signal so that we can get back to that platform 3. Now the biggest problem now is the train's facing the wrong way. There's a couple of easy ways to deal with that. Firstly, you can click the reverse button down here in the train information screen when you've got the train selected. Now you can only reverse a train once it is stopped. The train is currently stopped at the station and is busy loading and unloading passengers, so we can click reverse, and as long as the game is not paused, the train will turn round. Now in addition to clicking the reverse button, you can also right click on the train as well. That will just turn it round on the spot without you having to click the reverse button at the bottom. Once the train's ready and facing the right way, we can select our signal again so that it can leave and head off back to Riverdale. And there we go. Now for a few little notes and tips. If you try and let a train go through a signal where the switch is not facing the right way, it will only confirm it as far as that switch. When the train leaves and goes through that switch, it will go through and you will get a penalty. So make sure your switches are facing the right way before you set your signals off. Another reason why it's a good idea to sort your switches out before activating your signals is once you've activated a signal, you cannot change the switch. They are locked. And finally, you have to be careful when activating signals to make sure the route ahead is clear. Here we have a freight train leaving Riverdale and going to East Market, and we have a commuter train at Benning wanting to come back. The freight train's already had its route cleared, but if I clear the commuter train's route, it will go as far as it can down the line until it gets to where it can't go any further. And if we allow this to happen, the two trains will get pretty close together. You'll get penalties for occupied track, and you may even have the trains collide, at which point it's game over. If it is game over, you can choose to restart the game or load a recent save. You can load either a save that you saved yourself or a save that was auto-done recently before your accident. And then just make sure it doesn't happen. So there we have it. That's how to dispatch trains around your network. In upcoming videos, we have information about how to expand your network, deal with contracts, money and experience, as well as the upgrades within the game. So if you're not already subscribed, consider doing so for more Railroute and other games like this. Put your thoughts, ideas and questions down in the comments section, and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching, and for now, goodbye.